Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my favorite part of live streaming is when you go live and then you have to act like you're waiting for something. Well, in my case, I'm not acting. I am waiting for Sarah, but this is my favorite part where you guys all come up on the screen and say hi. Hi. Thanks for coming to watch again. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Do you still find yourself focusing on the days of the week? I know that lots of people have to, but I've stopped caring about the days of the week. I have to be honest that this afternoon I also had a nap. My first one of the pandemic. Hi. Hi. Thanks for saying hi, everybody. Oh, guess who's here? Sarah. Okay. I'm going to go live. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, you can follow Sarah's account, Where Does the Good Grow, and you can get all of her gardening content there. She's going to come up here any second. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi there.
I have a special guest on today's episode of Where Does the Good Grow. I'm
Is
not
it
I'm not going to
is
forget.
it
Huh?
is it mom?
No,
Oh
no, Mom won't even come in my apartment.
my God, I'm like breaking out.
That's okay. This is everybody. Everybody is dealing with the pandemic in a different way. Have you changed?
Appar-
Is there something specific besides just a new pattern of gardening that you've done that changed your routine that might be affecting your skin? Hi, everyone.
Well, I will say this, I hadn't worn makeup since all of this started in the last couple of weeks when I do Zooms and stuff now. I've just been putting a little bit of foundation on just because I was like, why not try a little bit? And I think it could be that.
Oh man. Well, cheers, Sarah.
Oh yeah, cheers. What are you drinking?
I'm having a little gin and sparkling water with a lime. What are you having?
So a low calorie, low impact kind of alcoholic beverage. I,
You
on the
know
other
me.
hand,
I'm tequila tea very honestly. I like to sip tequila when it's summertime, like putting a big chunk of ice in there, letting it melt down.
mhm.
I'm a simple person.
My drink, on the other hand, is a whiskey sour with an egg white. So I figure it's about a thousand calories probably and just packed full of sugar.
I was on. I don't know if you could hear me or see me. I don't really know exactly how it works, but I was saying that today we had a very long conference call for the Tegan and Sarah Foundation, which was really
It was
inspiring.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excited over the next couple of months to announce some of the work we're doing at the foundation. But anyway, I don't know why I was so tired during the call. My energy, I've like, if I hadn't been stuck inside, there's no possible way I could have picked up an illness somewhere. I truly was like, am I coming down with something? And I had to have a lay down this afternoon. I had a little nap before today's.
Well, you haven't quite publicly spoken about this yet, but you're quite sure you had the coronavirus last month.
Well, I don't know. All I know is we were in Los Angeles and I came home from the trip. This was in the beginning of March. And I did all of a sudden, out of nowhere, have extreme fatigue for a few days. I got a cold. I had a cough and sore throat,
Hmm.
broke out in a rash and hives, and then my face peeled. And I don't know if that's coronavirus. All I know is that
It was disturbing.
it was a lot of things that went wrong all at once.
Yeah.
But my partner Sophia also, she got sick first and she coughed for a full week. So maybe we had it. We don't really know. We both called our doctors and did assessments, and they said there were no tests, and so they just to stay quarantined. So we have all
Yeah.
this. I've really come to appreciate. Um, I've come to appreciate all of the articles with all the weird symptoms, because when it first happened, we were still in the early parts of March where everybody was saying, well, unless you have a high fever and a really, really terrible cough and you're having trouble breathing, then you probably don't have coronavirus. And now, like yesterday, I sent the family, including you, an article where they're saying that they're calling it coronatose, where there's like a small percentage of people, especially in their 20s and 30s, someone just said it coronatose. And
Hmm.
and they talk about how like it's a lot of 20s and 30-year-old people, but they are saying that like maybe like 30 or 40% of the people get coronatoes, but other people just get rashes. And then remember there was that whole article or that thing that came out of Germany where were not prescribing Advil in the hospital because they were saying that people with coronavirus were reacting to Advil. And I had that's when I got the hives, was the Advil.
Hmm.
I know I said
Mm-hmm.
conspiracy theorist. I'm not trying to convince you I had coronavirus. You brought it up, but these are all the things that have really scary. I've come to appreciate all the articles about all the weird symptoms because, I just feel like I didn't have a fever. So they just
Yeah.
really have it.
So, well, maybe today you just had low blood sugar, or maybe, I mean, these Zoom calls, they can be, I mean, they were sort of a fun way to counteract the isolation factor of this whole thing, but they're exhausting in their own way.
Yeah, yeah, they are. And I also like have kind of implemented a routine to keep me well, just to keep me on routine. So also I've been getting up at like 6:30 and I've also been running. So I also just think I'm tired.
Yeah. I don't I don't quite understand that. I feel like we're on a very different thing right now. Like I've been talking about how like maybe the last 10 years, like, I'm not trying to to say anything bad about the last 10 years, but I've decided that if there's any perk from this whole situation, it's to reevaluate the exhaustion I felt in my own body. And part of that had to do with like sometimes I would wait. I would, if I woke up, I mean, I've turned into our dad. If I woke up, I was like, I guess my body wants to be awake. And sometimes I wouldn't get enough sleep. And I just have been running on empty for so long, working on so many projects, doing so many things. And for the last month, every morning when I wake up, I like, first of all, I sleep at least 2 hours longer than I've slept in 10 years. And when I wake up, I have make myself lay in bed. I have coffee in bed. I put music on in the bedroom. I haven't done that since I was like in my 20s. I could
Wow.
just lounge around in my bed like I'm in some kind of like 80s art house movie.
Well, a few people have commented that stress can be very exhausting, and I will agree that I think as a
Yeah.
society we're all under a lot of stress and pressure and dealing with it in different ways, and you're dealing with it by sleeping longer than usual, dealing with
Do
it
you know how else I'm,
running,
dealing with it?
gardening.
I'm doing some gardening, but I thought long and hard about our conversation last week, and I decided that you and Mom are right, and that I should get a hot tub. And so I have a big surprise for the show today.
You got a hot tub?
I have a big surprise. I have a big surprise. I wanted to wait until there was maximum viewing potential, but I've been keeping it a secret from you guys. And I know we're supposed to be in quarantine, but um, I don't know. I really wanted you guys to get your needs met from my garden. And so I'm going to do the big reveal now. Here it is.
It better be a fucking, yeah, that's what I thought. It's a kiddie pool. That's fine. That we can build a deck around that. Work with that.
It's,
Work
you
with
know, I think you should think of it this way. Here are some of the selling features.
yeah. Talk me
First of all, First of all, it's environmentally friendly. It warms up organically, so it's going to be warm by August.
through.
Um, Very low chance of drowning in this thing.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
there's no chemicals that your body has to deal with.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
I like all.
uh, as per agreed upon on our last call, you and Mom will be responsible for cleaning. So I've got this. And so about once a week, you guys will come over. Let me just, I'll do the first round. We just gently scoop Corona cough. We just scoop gently through the water and we've collected here.
Yeah. I can see this becoming a very big focus on Where Does the Good Grow. This is very soothing content for your account.
Yeah, just scooping. Look at this. We got another one here. And so,
I
what do you think?
actually love it. All joking aside, it's an excellent, excellent use of your backyard. And look at that. It looks perfect, and I know that neither of us really have, not really, we don't have children, but you have some children in your life. It's actually, I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say. I love it.
Yeah, you feel excited about it?
I do. I can't wait to come over and have you guys sit across the backyard from me and put my feet in there.
Yeah.
We had one of those when we were kids, but it was big. I mean, it was a couple feet deep, and we used to sit in it I mean, until we hit puberty, we loved it. I mean, puberty
Yeah,
was ups, but
I'm not, I don't know if I don't know how long I'm gonna leave this out here. One thing I'm excited about is I'm excited about later. So, but mid-afternoon, well, I would call it like around, the 4 or 5 o'clock range. We get a lot of birds in our yard.
mhm.
We get woodpeckers, blue jays, robins, little tiny birds. I'm so interested to see if they think of this as like an exciting, like a pond situation.
Yeah, okay, so I don't want them. This is perfect. This is actually an excellent segue into my special guest because I
Okay.
have birds in the water because I'm not in my new pool. If you have birds in there, so I would suggest. So Sophia and I have a balcony on our apartment. I'm gonna take some photos of things and post them, but I'm not gonna take everyone out there because um, it would just clearly give away exactly where I live, and I'm not afraid of the majority of you, but there are a
I'm
few.
gonna find out eventually.
You're gonna, yeah, Sarah will find out where I live. One day I'll let her know where I live. But anyway, we have this balcony and we planted a bunch of stuff this year. I'm looking right now, we planted a big box with strawberries. We planted a bunch of parsley. Um, and there's a lot of birds because I live by the water. And there was a lot of poop. And also I was very worried that they were going to eat the strawberries and the parsley. And so Sophia got us a little friend to take care of the balcony when we can't be there. And his name's Jimmy, and I want to bring
Mhm.
him on the show. And I really think that you might want to get one of Jimmy's siblings to come protect my new pool. Are you ready to, everybody?
Well, I don't, completely fine with the animals interacting with my pool. Different than your parsley. But yeah, sure. Let's see Jimmy.
Okay. Oh,
Great.
isn't he great? And he
He
checks
is great.
out. He's sort of like near us when we watch TV outside, and I find him quite lifelike. And we haven't seen any birds on the balcony, and nobody's seen our strawberry parsley yet.
Do you know what else would get rid of the birds on your balcony?
What?
A dog. If you had a dog and it was barking through the glass at the birds, it would get rid of the.
Well, I don't. That's part of what stops me, prevents me from dogs. I'm really afraid that I'll get a barker. I don't like the sound of barking.
Fair enough.
This,
Well, cool. Jimmy. There he
this,
is.
you should get him for my pool. I'm so thrilled that you bought me a pool. It's very exciting. When are you gonna have me and mom over?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like not like thumbing my nose at the rules, but like I'm a little more flexy than you and mom, and you guys can come over anytime. I did my weekly garden project beyond getting the hot tub installed. By the way, I took a video. I couldn't, I wanted to post it before, but I didn't want to ruin the surprise about the hot tub. But
But you
I,
document
I,
relation.
I did, well, I did document it sort of because I don't have a pump. And so this morning, shout out to Sean Huberts, who used to play bass for us, Tegan and Sarah alumni. He is my neighbor. Literally lives like about 2 minutes away from me. And so this morning I messaged him and I asked him if he had a pump. And we sent some pictures back and forth, and we figured out that he had like I think it's actually called a ball pump, which sounds so so much like a pump you would pump up your balls with. I don't know if that's safe, but anyway, so
I don't know
um
how balls work.
I know, but it sounds like that, so it's funny. But anyway, so he brought it over, and I started using it, and I was like, this doesn't seem right, and it will take an eternity. And I was MacGyvering the hell out of it. I had a plastic bag at one point. I had put a hole in the end. I had taped it up. I was trying as many ways as I could to fill up the hot tub. And all of a sudden I realized I could use my leaf blower. I mean, that thing is like a jet engine. I mean, so anyways, I filmed myself filling up the pool with air using my incredible leaf blower.
So for those that are just tuning in for the first time, this chat, Sarah has an account. It's called Where Does the Good Grow? She puts soothing gardening and backyard content on that account. And you can go and follow that account, and she's going to show you how she used her leaf blower to blow up this Just in case anyone just joined us, I do see some people just joining and probably don't know what's going on, but Sarah did tell me she was going to let me install a hot tub in her backyard, and this is what she got. It's a placeholder. You know what, though? I like it because it really is a placeholder because we can move it around the backyard and see
That is
where
true.
the least amount of crap falls in it, and that's where we should put the hot tub.
And yet, if crap falls in it, we
That's
have a solution. Just
just
let's
very,
recap because a few more things have fallen in since we last looked. Just get in here, get a few of the pieces here. Just a couple. Oh, another thing about my account, just for people who might be wavering, not they haven't decided yet if they want to join. I'm also looking for soothing content for me, not just gardening things, but like today I found a bunch of cleaning Instagram accounts that feel like ASMR-y. Like it's like there's actually an account that I haven't decided if I'm going to follow it yet, but it's all things being power washed. It's amazing. Um, like dirty stuffed animals being steam cleaned. I mean, just like weird stuff that I'm like kind of getting into. But anyway, so I'm going to follow those kinds of things, and I just want to shout out to family and friends who I may or may not um, ignore in the future if they request that I follow them. I'm going to try to stick to following and creating a flow and like a stream of content that doesn't have to do with regular people's lives. It's going to be cleaning things, garden things, just like that sort of thing. So think of it as like a very curatorial sort of Instagram page if you want to follow it.
okay.
Oh, I forgot. So the other project that I
I'm going to follow gardening and cleaning account.
yes, yes. Well, so far we'll see what else happens. So I had a couple of big plans this week. Um, I one of my big projects was that there was this area of my garden that I decided not to put anything in because I want to build a deck um, where we can put potentially a real hot tub. And so this week I got there was bags of mulch, black mulch, on sale at Canadian Tire for 2.99, and I bought 15 bags of it, which is about like I don't know, it's 42 liters, so 42 liters times 15. I mean, it was a hell of a lot of mulch, and I just laid it down and I just put it all here. This is all the mulch area. So this is where the deck will go, but for now it's just mulch, and I just put it down on the ground, and then I raked it into a flat surface.
What is mulch?
It's like it's like
Oh,
I
I
mean
see. Is
it
that
basically
the area where we usually fall in?
yes, yes. It
So is
was
mulch to like make the ground more stable?
Well, here's the thing. So when I bought the house, there was a play set, like a swing set. So I got rid of it, and yeah, it was a little uneven. But looking at it through this lens, it does look like there was a forest fire. But it's not. It's just pieces of wood and dirt, and it helps absorb moisture and holds moisture and that sort of thing. And also, it just sort of like flows into the rest of my garden. And when I build the deck, it'll be more even. Well, it'll be even because I will use a level.
Do you think do you think that you're going when you build the deck that you're gonna leave a circular hole to put the hot tub in?
Well, there'll probably be a couple of plans which will present sort of like plan A and plan B. Plan A will be just a simple deck where we can put a hammock and some string lights and sit out whatever and chill. And then plan B will be for you and mom, and you can decide, but it'll involve a hot tub. If you guys want to pay for plan B, then we can do the hot tub. So, but
I
I
have
also want to
I have a couple of follow-up questions about my planting that I just forgot to ask earlier, so I just want to just circle back quickly. But I know uh,
food.
you don't grow any food, so you can't help me with the strawberries. They look like they're doing great, but I did get two. Uh, it's a long word and I'm blank on. It's like rhododendrons or
Rhododendras.
yeah, I got two of those this week for my balcony. How
Hmm.
often do you think that I should water them?
I mean, I have no idea. You have to ask mom. Oh, look at this. This is the fan that is rabid that has found out where I live and continues to try to come on the show.
Ooh, it's holiday.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh?
Holiday.
That's that. Doesn't give a shit. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. You should ask
Well,
mom about watering stuff.
like, how often do you water your ferns? I'm like,
Oh, I water things constantly. This bloomed.
ma'am, like, how often do you water that?
About I like to keep the earth damp at this point because it's this is a hot season. Not literally hot. I just mean like this is spring. This is when things are like I want to grow, you know, like put me on the field, coach. I want to thrive. I want to survive. I want to be big. I want to be something that, lives and reaches for the sky. And so this is the time you want to water, fertilize, and just tend to things.
Okay. What are the purple ones? People seem to really like that.
These ones?
Yeah, people were.
I have no idea. I just picked them because I thought that they looked nice and it was a splash of color, you know?
So, is a lot of your garden, is a lot of your like aesthetic gardening choices just this? I mean, a lot of your gardening choices just aesthetic gardening choices? Like, I'm trying to.
No. Well, no, a lot of it is that, well, the first thing that I think about is will it grow in mostly shade? And then can it deal with, here, I'll show you. Can it deal with this? This is the cedar, like this, all this stuff falls from the trees. This is what the ground looks like. Okay, it's just like mulch, like dark. And then this stuff just falls it's very acidic. And so it has to be able to grow in a very acidic ground. And then it also needs to not get a ton of sun.
Okay.
So, like this stuff shouldn't do that great, but because it says it needs full sun, but it's, as you can see, I mean, like, my God, it's thriving.
Huh.
Like, these are Berlin hair. That's a made up name. You can't find that you won't find this at the garden center if you ask for Berlin hair.
Berlin Harris.
This is the haircut you have when you move to Berlin to make electro music.
Okay.
And then we do this every week. It's a fun bit. This is my hair in 1999 when I cut it for the first time at 18.
Where's grandma's hair?
Grandma's hair is here. This is grandma's hair. It's a little more free, you know? But yeah, so some of the stuff is really thriving. Actually, today I cut back all my ferns. So because all of these have now opened up, you see these are all new.
Yeah.
I cut back, well, I didn't cut back this one. I missed this one. But like all this stuff that's orange, that's dying. That's dead. That's over. So then you cut it all back and then all the new fern leaves just like hello, here for the season. But yeah, things are going great. There's like all sorts of new growth just all through the garden. You can see little pieces popping up here and there. Like, look at that. Just popped out of the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. Where's the weird let's go check on Disney hands.
Oh, Disney hands. Sure. Yeah, let's see that. Let me just grab my drink. Oops, just almost walked over half the garden and killed it. Fuck. Okay, yeah. On our way.
Jimmy kind of a little bit.
Oh, look at this hydrangea. I mean, I wish I could give you perspective on how big this thing is. It's awesome.
Well, why don't you get something to put next to it so we can see how big it
Okay, here's my drink, and then here's
is. That's
the hydrangea. Just for perspective. It's huge. It's really huge. Okay. And then this thing, this is its month. It's just come alive here. This is behind my studio. It's pretty shit, like just got some this is a bunch of dead grass. It's gonna grow.
Box there for a second.
What?
I said that was a really nice box. Let's go back and look at that box.
Oh, we'll go back to that in a second. Okay, are you ready to see Disney hands?
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Trigger warning. Wow!
Totally different.
It's completely different.
right?
Incredible.
It really is incredible. And this is the other one.
It doesn't look like scary green onion anymore at all.
No, isn't that cool?
Really amazing.
Oh, let me show you my little ferns if you remember from the first episode. See, they're just coming out now.
Everybody's looking good.
Isn't
Who
that
would?
cool? Can you see the detail, how it's like a spiral?
Yeah,
Isn't that incredible?
yeah.
It's
Is
incredible.
it like sticky or soft or?
It's it's kind of soft.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. It's sort of furry and soft. And look at it, it's just like, it's just gonna like unfurl itself.
looking great.
Yeah, it is cool. Really
Uh,
cool.
you want to go back and look at those boxes?
Oh, sure. You want me to show those?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
Well, this is what was one of your first really big projects.
That's true. Sorry, that's not flattering. This is one of the boxes that this was cedar. It was just like a cedar box, and you had them on your deck and you didn't want them anymore. So I got my orbital sander and I sanded it all down and I painted the same house or same color as my house. And then I put these trees in it.
Was
They're
that
not doing.
using an orbital sander?
Yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah.
Tell us more about it.
Well, it was just, I sanded it down and then I just painted it and then I put those trees in it and it's not doing great. They're not doing great. I'm gonna look for some. I mean, Holiday is absolutely going apeshit. She's
I
completely crazy.
people they were really excited about the cat. For people that are watching, you should show more Holiday. I'm
Okay, she's frenzied. I mean, it really. Hold on. Hi, be good.
It's like she just cries at you until you're paying attention to her, and then
I know, and then she's like put off because she's like, "Don't look at me." I'm trying to see if Mickey's up there. Hold on, 1 second. Mickey! Oh God,
what's happening?
hold on. Just 1 second.
Apologies to everybody who might be getting sick by Sarah's camera there.
Sorry. Hi.
Oh, hi, Mickey.
Hi.
What's he chasing? What's
I
happening?
don't know. A piece of dirt. Come
Oh,
on. Auntie Tegan wants to see you.
hi, guys.
I don't really care about you.
That's okay.
Sorry. Sorry. So yeah, so that's what's going on in the garden this week.
The garden's looking excellent. Really
It is
excited.
looking pretty good.
Looking really great. Excited about the pool.
Yeah, I'm excited. And next week I'm gonna we're gonna order a hammock. They're sold out everywhere, so we're gonna order one and hope for the best. And I'm gonna get a bunch more mulch, and I'm gonna put the mulch absolutely everywhere. Can't wait to show you. It's weird. I was thinking about this week that the garden makes me feel calm and it gives me something to do, but it also is really stressful.
Well, why is it stressful? I know a lot of people have been messaging that they're starting gardens and doing stuff during the pandemic. What are you finding stressful, and do you have any tips?
Well, it's just hard not to constantly want to like fidget and fix it, you know?
What do you want to do exactly?
Well, now that I put all this new mulch down, I want to put it everywhere.
Because you like the way it looks.
It's clean. It looks clean to me. And it's like little things. Like I'm looking across the yard right now and there's other cedar boxes and we put two trees in each cedar box and it's bizarre, but one tree is dead in each box and it's like the other tree hogged all the nutrients
Oh my
and
God,
it like
3 hamsters growing up and one ate the other two.
exactly like it's almost like when things need to survive they will kill the other things in order to survive. Like it's not harmonious. Like I haven't created an entirely harmonious environment for things in the yard. Some things, absolutely. but other things are like literally sucking the nutrients and vital ingredients for life away from the other one.
Hmm.
And it's stressful because I want to fix it.
Yeah.
Um,
Remove one of the trees and plant it in your yard.
oh, those trees are goners. They're going straight into the organics bin. They're not coming back from this. No way.
Harsh.
It is harsh, but that could be turned into black mulch. Both of them are. Maybe
Uh,
I'll get a wood chipper. I don't know.
barbecue?
Not yet. We've been discussing it. Actually, one week I already planned this, but I'd like to show you the extremely cool and it's all relative, but expensive cat house I got made that my cats never use, and they just, as you can see, run free on the deck with a gate. So they can't get into the yard; they can only be on the deck. But but the cat house lives in front of the gas barbecue hookup, so we have to decide what to do. Like, do we get rid of the cat house? Do we move to the cat house? Is it sort of like a cat house? Am I frozen?
No.
Oh, Emmy just texted you froze.
Oh,
But
clear as day here. So maybe Emmy, the service isn't as good in Montreal.
je ne sais pas, Emmy. Internet connection. Um,
Rambling about.
anyway,
I,
yeah, well, so I just don't know what to do about the barbecue because the barbecue would have to live where the cat house lives. So, but I think we are thinking, does anyone find it's hard? The barbecues are dirty,
yeah,
right?
a lot of comments here about. I mean, I think a lot of people are recognizing that you're very particular and OCD. You're very aesthetic,
Yeah,
uh, but then also like dirt. I mean,
I love it.
you're really into it. Yeah, barbecue's dirty, but I think that the success rate for barbecue is all based on like how often you clean it. So you just got to be diligent about cleaning it every time you use it.
Yeah, that's not my problem isn't not cleaning it. It's like, does it just become another thing that I obsess about cleaning? You know, just let
Right?
me know when you want to look at the hot tub again, like if that ever becomes like a visual thing you want to see.
People are just signing on and saying hi for the first time. So Sarah got me a hot tub. Everybody, if you tuned in last week, it's going to be a big part of Where Does the Good Grow. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I wish I had a thermometer so I could tell you how cold it is. Ooh, cold.
Um, well, this has been really enjoyable. I really like your garden. It's really inspired me. Obviously, last week we went out and got the rhododendros,
Rhododendras,
rhododend
rhododendras.
rhododendras. I've been really trying to. We laid to say last week we laid down some rubber flooring, some nice new
Hmm.
deck. Looking,
Hmm.
wish I could show everybody, but it's just for me and Sophia and Jimmy.
Yeah, fair enough. Are there any other things you want to discuss this week while you have an audience? We are we're both working a lot on music.
Yeah, it's been a. I think some of
It's
my
been
exhaustion.
productive.
We've written a lot of music in the last week. I think
Hmm.
we've written like between the two of us like 5 songs, so that's a lot of energy going into the indoors, sitting at a desk. Are you sore? My back is so sore.
I have a standing desk, as you may remember.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. One day you should give us a tour of your.
yeah, absolutely. I would love to. Yeah, so I do a lot of standing. No, I'm not sore. I mean, no, I'm not sore. I've been
Oh,
walking a lot. I've been hiking a lot. It's been good. It's been a positive time, all things considered.
do you
Yeah.
want to pause the video and show it to everybody while they're here, or you want to save that for next time?
We let's not blow our load. Let's roll out. That's a whole setting. That's a new setting.
I see. You,
We could have like a jam.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you feel like done? Like, I mean, this was shorter than our last one. I mean, do you feel like we've accomplished a lot here? You feel good or want to keep going or what do you want to do?
I feel really good. I mean, I watch a lot of these live kind of stay on, it feels like.
I got some whiskey sour on my nose there.
Oh yeah, get
Gonna
that.
gotta get that up.
I feel like I feel like I was the one that. Oh God, did you fall?
That came very close to going in the hot tub. Just so you
Did you just fall? Why did I look away? I just happened to be not looking when that happened.
know. My phone fell, but it did fall very, very close to the hot tub.
Holy shit, the hot tub just almost claimed Sarah's phone. Can't wait. The good news is that I will use that in next week's teaser because I video and decides what gets at. It's a beautiful hot tub. I kept straining it, draining it.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for watching again. It was great to do this. This has been really it's been fun. It's been cathartic. It's been great, you know?
Yeah, it's really good. A lot of people are saying that we should play music. We're having obvious. It's there's a lag. I'm not going to
Yeah,
try to text speak to anybody, but right now while we're living in different places, it's pretty hard to form together. We've been
it
definitely
is.
talking a lot behind the scenes about what to do. We can't tour for like a year. Obviously we want to make a record, but you know, that's why we're doing this. We feel like we're welcoming you into our lives off the road, which
Yeah,
sometimes
we gotta I do wanna perform. I think it's just like just trying to figure out. I mean, it's also just like you said, there's this kind of like tech part of it that is sort of exhausting when you're not actually with the person, and you
oh,
also like there's like a kind of vanity, like I don't want it to sound bad. Look at how much I've pulled out of here.
yeah, I think you need to move the position of the hot tub because it just feels like it's full.
Tegan, that is this yard. This is why I'm telling you. And this is exactly what I'm telling you. Is this is a very difficult yard to keep clean.
Can you put the video back on you? It's weird that you're just having me talk to the strainer. Oh wow. What was the blue thing?
Oh, it's just piece of the tub's coming apart, so that'll disintegrate in a few days.
Oh no. Why don't you
Well,
talk
it's only
to Sean?
what'd you say? I should give it to Sean?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Sean, hit me up if your adorable kid wants this pool. I'll bring it over. I'll trade you for the bicycle pump. Um,
Week?
all right, well, let's wrap this. This feels like it was good.
Did you did you hear what I just said?
No.
I said I got a bike this week.
Oh, congratulations. You have a bike helmet, right?
Of course I have a bike helmet. I have a bike helmet. I wear a mask in case I pass anybody because I don't want to, breathe heavily or moistly near anyone. Um,
Yeah, smart.
yeah, it's really nice. I've been like riding in like sort of like an industrial area where there's like not a lot of people, which
Oh, sounds wonderful.
yeah, I'm really getting into it. Uh, when I come out of this, I'm gonna be. Remember, my last bike that I owned, I bought when we were on tour. You dropped the phone again? What the fuck?
Sorry, I just if my chair fell. It's fine.
Oh man. Last bike I owned, I bought when we toured with Paramore. Do you remember? It was called the Free Spirit, and it was a bike from the 70s, I think, or 80s. It had been sold at Zeller's, and I bought it for $70 off of Craigslist. When I say I bought it, I mean Jeremy did for me, and I rode it on tour. Do you remember any of that? Do you care?
Yeah. No, I had a bike on tour as well at some point. Yeah, it's lovely. Lovely story. Thank you for reminding me.
What bike did you have on tour?
I had a red lowrider, old school 1950s bike, big fat tires. Used to double people on it. I bought it near Emmy's parents' house.
Right,
You might remember. Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I've really enjoyed reading everybody's comments. I feel bad. I'm not really good at like taking comments and answering questions while also talking to Sarah, so I hope nobody feels slighted. I am reading them when I rewatch this to edit to put it up on the internet. I get a real chuckle looking at all of your comments in real time because I miss a lot of them when we're happening. I mean, when it's happening. I don't know why I'm very sleepy.
Wow. Worried about you. All right, Tegan, like this was great. I've tried to like end this call a couple of times, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I
I,
gotta go. I
there's
gotta clean the filter on the pool. I gotta go.
Okay, it was a pleasure to see all of your comments and your name. See you next week, and in the meantime, be good.
Bye,
Care.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.